Flying fish don't actually fly, but the moment they break the ocean's surface, it feels like the rules of physics bend. With wing-like fins stretched wide, they glide through the air for up to 650 feet, reaching speeds close to 30 mph, but it's fast enough to escape predators like tuna and swordfish hunting below. And when needed, it can slap its tail against the water, generating thrust to relaunch itself mid-glide. But here's the real question. If it can leave the ocean, how do humans catch it? Catching flying fish isn't always about waiting for them to land in your boat. In many places, it's a battle, hauling nets across a constantly shifting ocean. Long drift nets are deployed just below the surface, right where flying fish cut through the water at speeds approaching 35 mph. When the school is trapped, everything changes instantly. Lines go tight, muscles lock in, and the net grows heavier second by second. But the real danger isn't the fish, it's the invisible force beneath the surface. When hundreds of fish hit the net at once, the weight spikes suddenly, like a winch cable snapping under tension on a construction site. One wrong step on a wet deck, and that line can whip back with enough force to injure. Every pull must be synchronized, every move precise, because one delay and the net can tear, sending the entire catch back into the water in seconds. And even when the final net hits the deck, covered in flashing silver bodies still thrashing, the fight isn't over. Because from this moment on, time starts working against you. The moment they're caught, the clock starts ticking. You have about 30 minutes before the meat begins to break itself down. Flying fish are packed with powerful enzymes. They literally digest their own flesh from the inside. Wait too long, and the texture turns mushy. The smell intensifies. There's only one solution: rapid cooling. Slurry ice, a mix of ice and seawater, engulfs each fish completely, cooling it evenly from all sides, like a freezing slush bath. The temperature must stay between 32 to 36 degrees, or the fish is flash frozen at 22 degrees. In the industry, this is called cold chain integrity, basically an unbroken cold pipeline, like keeping vaccines refrigerated from factory to hospital. One small mistake and the entire catch becomes waste. But if you win this race against time, that's when the real reward begins. There's no room for error. Small body, delicate flesh, and skin so thin it can't tolerate even the slightest mistake. Every knife stroke must be fast, clean, and absolutely precise. Apply just a bit too much force and the structure collapses instantly. The flesh tears apart beyond repair. But when done right, the blade glides through effortlessly, almost like slicing through soft butter. Each layer separates cleanly. No tearing, no damage, just sharp, controlled cuts. And from that moment on, it's no longer a flying creature. Only pure ingredient remains, ready for the next step. By this point, the fish has been carefully prepped, lightly coated in a thin layer of flour, just enough to form a delicate crust without masking its natural texture. A pan heats up, olive oil spreads across the surface, releasing its aroma. Once ready, the fish goes in. A touch of pepper, just enough to wake up the flavor. No rushing. As the underside turns golden, the fish is flipped in one decisive motion. Then butter hits the pan, melting and foaming, wrapping the fish in a rich, nutty aroma. The chef continuously spoons the butter over the top, a technique known as basting, essentially showering the fish in hot butter like a self-saucing system until the outside reaches perfect crispness. This isn't just cooking, it's the end of a journey, and also its most peaceful moment when everything slows down and all that remains is perfection on a plate. And it doesn't stop there. Another dish is already taking shape. The blade touches down, light yet decisive. Not a cut, but a precise glide, tracing tightly along the bone. There is no room for error. The knife moves through, separating flesh from frame with near-perfect precision. Clean, smooth, unforgiving. And then the fillet reveals itself, intact, refined, flawless. Once the preparation is complete, the next stage becomes the most crucial.
And you've got chopped concasse of tomatoes. I'm going to push it on. So it's out. I'm going to put this through my hands because I want to just typically drain it. Now I'm just going to just mix my fromage up. Make sure it's seasoned enough. I think that's a lot actually. Just make a little spoon. There is my beautiful fish, and obviously you do probably more than that. You probably get two. Those are two fillets. So it's okay. Just want that. Now there's the and I'm just going to.
It starts with carefully preparing the ingredients and blending them into a balanced sauce. Simple, but intentional.
So what I'm going to do, just put it. Some stalks. These are lovely flavors. Why not? Just to bring those that gorgeousness in. So, you know, bring all that flavor in.
The pan is heated just right before adding olive oil, and once hot, the fish hits with a crisp, satisfying sizzle.
I'm putting the coriander in it as well. You have thyme in there too. It must. What happens is it tells. Now, what I haven't done to it is I haven't actually scored it. Not scoring it. It makes it even more difficult. So I want to get it. So you don't need.
The skin turns beautifully golden, while butter is gently spooned over to add richness without overpowering the flavor. The flip is quick and precise, just enough to cook through without drying it out.
So, thank you. Make that work for me. Remember how I do the tomatoes? I actually take the middles out, put it in, and I'm actually putting this in. And what that will do is create some juice, which is what I'm doing. Make it softer. Just really pop through. The juice is working. Perfect. Can you see that? And I'm now going to put it all healthy. Really healthy now. So, before I put it on the plate, I want to take that liquid away. So,
once finished, the fish is plated and the prepared sauce is poured over the top, bringing everything together. Nothing complex, just clean technique and confident execution.
that is a perfect decision. I'm doing the way I showed you, but it's too off. Because what will happen is the residue from the heat will keep it. And now I'm going to turn this in. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to now place this. And you as well, I've created everything in there. All that tomatoes in there too, the juices. Now salt, bitter, that's it. So, right, we're done. And maybe I should actually have another plate to show you how you press those tomatoes in. Yummy. Perfect. That's it. Lovely. a piece of fish. Beautiful piece of fish. Rather than having, I'm going to keep the skin. It's so good. I'm going to keep it because I would normally serve it actually the other way around. But I think this. You don't need too much. That's one plate. Okay, I'm just going to use the other plate now. And the other plate is delicious. Same thing, put it on there. I mean, how lovely is it? Literally sauce. And I'm just going to put it all over my fish. Let me do this. And this time, make it just really informal, but also it's definitely not. This is quite delicious. So try not to overdo it. So you've got two little plates there full of fish, and it's perfect. You have lots of